Hey guys, welcome to our channel. Today we're going to see how to make this really amazing and delicious street food called pav bhaji, which is popular all across India. Although there are many different ways to cook pav bhaji, I'm going to show you a very simple way to cook pav bhaji with readily available ingredients at home. So let's have a look at the ingredients. Pav bhaji involves a lot of vegetables, so I have taken 3 medium-sized potatoes chopped into cubes. Make sure you immerse the potatoes in water so that they retain their color. About 1/3 cup of green peas, beans, green capsicum, 1 carrot chopped into cubes, very finely chopped garlic, very finely chopped ginger, and 1 green chili finely chopped. I had some leftover yellow capsicum, so I have used that also. You will require about 2 medium-sized finely chopped onions, 4 to 5 medium ripe tomatoes finely chopped, fresh coriander leaves for garnishing, 2 teaspoons of salted or unsalted butter. I have used salted butter, 2 teaspoons of fresh milk cream. These are the items which we will use to temper the bhaji a little. This is 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds, a pinch of turmeric for cooking the vegetables, about 3/4 teaspoon of red chili powder, and 2 to 2.5 teaspoons of pav bhaji masala. So the first step in making bhaji is to pressure cook all the vegetables other than capsicum. Capsicum should be a little crunch, so I have put in all my veggies, added a pinch of turmeric and the salt which is required for vegetables. Now we'll pressure cook this for about 4 to 5 whistles till the veggies are completely cooked. Let's start making the bhaji. I have switched off my pressure cooker in which I had cooked the vegetables. I've taken 2 teaspoons of salted butter. In go your 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds or jeera. Just saute them till they become fragrant. In go your onion. Fry your onions for about 3 to 4 minutes till they become a little golden brown. I've sauteed the onions for about a couple of minutes. You can put in your chopped garlic and your chopped ginger along with this. Now fry them nicely for another minute and a half till the raw smell of garlic and ginger is gone. Your garlic and ginger is also now fried nicely. People who don't like the flavor of garlic that much, they can crush about a couple of cloves in a mortar and pestle and do it. I like the flavor of garlic in bhaji, so I have chopped them and fried them. Just saute the green chilies for about 5 to 10 seconds. Then you can put in your bell pepper or capsicum. Remember not to pressure cook capsicum in a pressure cooker. It's one of the golden rules of cooking. It becomes too soggy and it does not taste good. Capsicum should always be a little crunchy. After we have fried capsicum for a minute, in goes your tomatoes. If at any point your mixture sticks to the pan, you can sprinkle some water. Now cook the tomatoes till they become a little mushy. You can add in about half a teaspoon of red chili powder, about 2 teaspoons of pav bhaji masala, and salt to taste. Remember, I have already cooked the vegetables with the salt required, so be careful in using salt. As such, you're using salted butter, so be careful with the usage of salt. You can add later if need be. Let this cook for about 5 to 7 minutes till the tomatoes start getting mushy and we start seeing oil releasing from the sides. The tomatoes have become soft and mushy. I have drained all the water from the cooked vegetables. See how well the vegetables are cooked. See, this is how they should be cooked. Now it's time to add all the cooked vegetables, but don't throw the water which you have used for cooking. We'll be adding almost all of it later. Nicely mix all the vegetables. Otherwise, if you add water at this stage, the vegetables will taste bland. So just mix it for about half a minute. So all the masala is now mixed well with the vegetables. Now we'll add the water which we had used for cooking the vegetables. You can adjust the consistency of your bhaji. Don't worry even if your vegetables are a little overcooked and they don't retain their shape, because ultimately you need to mash them. So we'll add some more water. And allow our bhaji to simmer in low flame for about 10 minutes or so. Our bhaji has been boiling nicely for 10 minutes in low flame. So it's time now to mash the vegetables. I'm using a masher. So you start to mash the vegetables like this. For people who don't have a masher at home, no need to worry. I'll show you an alternate way. You have this. Just take the vegetables to one side of the pan and just start mashing like these. Remember, your vegetables are cooked nicely for about 4 to 5 whistles, so it shouldn't be a problem. You can start mashing like this. So your vegetables are mashed nicely now. I've reached a homogeneous consistency of bhaji. 2 teaspoons of milk cream or malai. Just give it a nice mix. Look how colorful your bhaji started looking. Don't heat the bhaji too much after you add your malai. You can switch off your flame and garnish with coriander leaves. Pav bhaji ready to serve. Just smear it with a thin cube of butter and a dash of lemon. Tell me how it was, guys. Thanks for watching this video and please do subscribe to our channel.